And welcome back to another mini pod sesh starring myself, Gaby, and
Shardizzle.
Hey.
Hey, I feel like your introductions are so like I'm anticipating to say my name, and
Because I like to pause.
it's like dragging out.
It's like the Ryan Seacrest move from American Idol.
Oh, I hate that. I can't remember how it goes.
And the winner of this week's, I think they used to vote them off. So it's like whoever is getting voted off, like there was a long pause.
It's like the anticipation, like literally kills me. It's like waiting for the beat to drop.
Hold on. You just said literally kills you. Do you know what that means?
Okay. See, you're being politically correct right now.
Literally kills me. Okay, so am I speaking to a ghost right now? The ghost of Sharde.
I hate you so much. You are the epitome of political correct person.
No,
whatever. I don't know.
Politically just grammar. Don't use literal if you don't mean it.
You literally say literally all the time. Like, yeah. And nothing's wrong with saying literally. Thank you.
Literally, you can't say literally dead because that means you are dead.
Who's the freaking
Webster's Dictionary? Look it up.
You know what?
I think that fro's going to your head.
Okay, Gaby's in love with my fro. He wishes he was a beautiful black model.
I wish I was. I wish I was a young, beautiful, strong woman.
Okay.
What can I say?
You are a very strong...
What?
Legged man. You have really good drumstick legs.
I have powerful thighs.
You have them. Like those little tiny legs.
I do squats every morning, first thing when I wake up. I do squats.
Seriously, his legs are super tiny. They're adorable.
I'm gonna take a picture of you. I posted a picture of you on our. When we were playing Azul.
My hair was plaited up.
Here you are, podcasting. Yeah.
Can I do something cool, like peace signs?
Well,
yeah.
As long as you don't stick your tongue out.
Gaby doesn't like when I stick. How do you guys feel about people sticking their tongues out?
That was like 5 years ago. I kind of think you're in the past.
Okay, no. Okay, I am.
You think you're young?
No. Listen.
In the past.
I do it out of not thinking. Like I'm like
that was a Miley Cyrus thing. Nobody does that anymore.
I was doing it before her. Wait. Okay, we're taking one.
Take a picture. Ready? Be super cool. Be super young and hip. Me and Jerry need this desperately for our board game stuff.
Stop. You're setting me up for failure.
Okay. Now do something else cool. What the heck is that?
I don't know. I thought of it.
Okay.
I was improvising.
Do your peace signs. Peace signs are always in vogue. It's behind the microphone, Debbie.
Oh, sorry. You can see this far?
Now you're picking your nose. Okay, there's a peace sign. Okay.
I was not picking my nose. I was scratching it. It was just in the inner nostril.
So, as far as a mini pod sesh, this is something me and Sharde do in the interim of, quarantine. And we might keep it going, but it's just...
we're going to keep it going.
Okay, we'll keep it going.
Because I'm super cool.
Sharde is, how old are you? 23?
23.
Okay, so the voice of the millennials.
Okay, I'm so done with the millennial Z
What
crap.
is it?
It's just bull crap. It's all crap.
You're right. I agree. As a Gen Xer, I agree.
Oh my God. As a Gen Xer.
Gen Xer, the last of the cool
It's just, who came up with this group and category?
The last of the cool generations, Gen X, baby! Pearl Jam, Nirvana. What have you got? What have you got?
You know what? I have Justin Bieber. he's in.
Case closed.
And now I'm kicked out of the show.
Case closed.
Hey, what's wrong with Justin Bieber?
I actually don't. He's very good for karaoke.
Yeah, he is. I like some of his stuff.
We got some good karaoke songs from the Biebs.
The Biebs.
You're a believer?
Yeah, totally. You know what? I skip believer face.
Actually, Sharde is the one that got me hooked on 21 Pilots.
I was like, did you forget the name?
I was drawing it out so I could remember.
Okay. Yeah. 21 Pilots, yes.
Sharde remembers her and some friends of hers went to see 21 Pilots back in the day.
I was 17. No way, I was 18.
So what year would that be?
No, it was 2015, the year I graduated. Actually, it was 2014.
So what album was that?
It was Vessel.
So you saw the
and was it Vessel? Was it just Vessel? Yeah, it was the tour. They played off their Vessel album, and then they played off their signature. What do you call it when a album name is the band name? 21 Pilots. That's called something.
I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, it's a thing in music.
It's usually like, I don't know.
It's like,
I think it's their first album.
Their first album was 21 Pilots.
Yeah,
and then they got signed by Raymond, and then it was Vessel.
So then their sophomore album, Vessel. Usually your first album is the one that you name it after yourself, and then your next album is your sophomore album.
Okay, yeah.
So I've never heard junior or senior album. That would be third and fourth albums.
Yeah, I know, that's weird. Anyways, 2014 was the actual year. But you saw
them where in Dallas?
I saw them at the House of Blues.
The House of Blues in Dallas.
Super cool place.
Super small.
It was super small venue, but it was so cool because everybody in there was all connecting.
Yes.
And like, yeah.
So that was 2015. I met Sharde in 2014. Wait, that was no, you're wrong on your dates.
No.
Wait,
Gobs.
Oh, that is super loud.
Sorry.
Let me adjust this. Hold on.
Okay, listen.
Our gains are too high.
I know exactly when I went to the concert. It was in October. I skipped school to go to this concert. I skipped a day of school. It was on a Thursday.
Okay,
I remember that.
But I met you in 2014.
Yeah, it was like the summer.
That's when me and Gina moved up here. Then I met you 2014. You were already a massive 21 Pilots fan, so you must have went to that 21 Pilots concert either in 2014 or
it was like
2015.
October
That's
of
when
20.
You went with
it was October of 2014.
Darla and Amy and whoever.
Yes, October of 2014.
Okay, so
I know that because I had just turned 18,
okay.
and my mom would have never let me do that.
So when was it you moved in with us? Do you remember?
I moved in with you guys
because some people know you. Like I've got you on my Instagram. I got you, and I like don't go into your backstory a whole lot. But Sharde,
I was in a bad way. Just kidding.
Sharde has lived with us for a number of years now. Your home life came to a point where we knew you at the time. We're like, hey, things are not good. And me and Gina said, if you want to move in with us, you're more than welcome.
We just went from there. And I never went back. And
you've been my best friend ever since.
The first time me and Gaby,
tell them how we bonded.
Well, we were over a friend's house, actually DJ's house, I think. His mom's house.
For our Star Wars RPG episodes, if you listen.
Oh, yeah. So Charlene was just having like a little thing, and I always brought my books everywhere. Like I always just brought books everywhere, like a book bag. And I had them on her floor. I don't know why I brought books to a gathering, like I was about to start reading or something.
You've always been a weirdo. Let's just say that.
So you saw the book. It was The Fifth Wave. And you were like, what? You read The Fifth Wave?
The Fifth Wave.
It was a YA fiction novel book.
I believe that's by
cheesy.
Something Yancey, and it's like an amazing YA book.
I actually like the book.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love the books. The movies are freaking crap.
Terrible.
Yeah. But that's how we bonded, basically. We just started talking about books we liked, and then you were just telling me about just different stuff you liked. So we just kind of went from there.
I quickly became fond of you because you have...
Because I'm amazing.
Well, you have these nerd...
Go on. Keep talking, praising me. Keep it up.
Well, actually, Mick and Starla mentioned this on one of their Beyond Monopolies of Our Family Plays Games, that they support this this other young lady. Oh, my God, I wish I could remember. It's like
Afro-vegan?
No.
Because I'm an Afro-vegan.
You're way off.
Okay.
Like she has a site like Afros, Capes, and something. And basically it's for like young or black people that are into nerdy things.
It's funny how there's like a community.
It made me think of you because they were saying that oftentimes in the black community, it's like if you're into nerdy stuff, you're like viewed as wanting to be white. I
agree. It just depends on what kind of black person it is, because I've had black friends who are really nerds and like into like anime and into like all kinds of nerd stuff. But
that's just that's just a generalization of a people. I mean, that's just like saying all people that live in Northeast Texas or Southeast Oklahoma are rednecks.
Oh, okay.
That may apply to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But for me, I've lived in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas my whole life. I'm a massive nerd. Somehow, well, because of my mother who came from
she
Long
liked
Beach,
Star Trek and all kinds of
Star
nerd
Trek.
stuff. Marvel.
Then I was listening to podcasts
Star
and I
Wars.
got into Doctor Who. Then I've been into, yes, nerd traverses all cultures.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Sadly, there's not many black nerdisms, I guess you would say. Like, that's why Black Panther was such a big deal.
It's always been very hard because people think I act this way, how I'm acting, because I'm trying to act a certain way, but I'm not. This is just who I am. And I've had people say I talk proper, white. I'm not a normal black person. Probably not a normal black person.
Definitely not normal anything.
And whenever I sometimes shut up. Whenever I'm like one time I was video chatting with my cousin and there was like a person in the background that heard me talking and they said, "Who is that talking? They sound white." And I was like, whoa. I said, what am I supposed to sound like? Like, I'm not black enough for you or I'm not white enough for them.
Yeah.
For the world, not blacks, but
right,
it's like one of those weird things where you go through this thing where you don't know what people want from you, but then you learn to accept yourself at some point. And that's kind of what I do because I don't care anymore.
Well, that's good.
So it's just like, I'm just me,
That's good. That's very good. And like me, I like literally, I just, whoever you are, I don't care. I grew up in a small town where there were, I could count on my fingers the amount of black people there were.
That's funny.
And like I graduated in a class of, I graduated in a class of about 80. I can't remember exactly, but it's like 80.
Man, that's a small class.
And I remember there was a 1, 2, 3. I think there were 3 black people. But, and this comes from the place of privilege, which is not correct, but I literally didn't think about nothing back then. I just didn't think about black versus white. My mother was very aware because she was very into like some of her.
She's borderline activist.
She wanted to be like this revolutionary type person when she was younger. She had me watch Cry Freedom. There was all these movies from the 80s that Denzel Washington and Cry Freedom. It's about apartheid in Africa.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that movie.
Like my mother was super and she came from California and she moved to Arkansas. And she's like, when she moved to Arkansas, she's like, wow, things are way different. It's totally different. Things are way different here.
It's wild.
And so like, I just didn't grow up with that mindset. But again, that is, as a white half privilege. Hispanic, like I'm basically white.
Gaby,
because like,
you're Chilean.
I know that, but when you look at me, do you think of me as anything other than white?
Well, I know you, so it's kind of hard to say.
Well, I get that. But I would say the people that haven't known me think I'm kind of like...
Well, no, my mom, she thinks she looks Italian, not Hispanic Italian.
I run into several people that think I look either in... okay, so this is growing up in America. We used to say India, but now it's Native American. Because Indian is a different country.
That's
Native American
true.
is like Choctaw, Cherokee.
Yeah.
But growing up, I thought nothing of race. I had black friends. I had white friends. I literally didn't think nothing. But people say that is a place of privilege because when you are black, you are super aware you are black growing up. So
it's true.
Especially when I moved here and met you, it's like, oh yeah, you're very aware you're black.
Well, yeah, like sometimes you walk in a restaurant and I'm with you guys and I'm the only black person. So it kind of feels like, oh, this is not, it's not weird. It's just you're aware. Like,
exactly.
Whoa, you know?
And so between you and Bubba and all of our other friends that we got, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. To me, without malice, it's okay to ask questions between races.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, as a white person to a black person, I can say, I never realized this about
black people,
your culture. But now that we're friends, like you, I never realized black women turn so much attention to their hair.
Sorry, gosh, I just like yelled in the microphone.
Like you spend hours on your hair.
Okay, my hair is something I value. Okay, I love my hair.
And it's awesome.
And I love it. I like to take care of it. Because
it looks super cool.
Thank you. And you
as a man with no hair.
You know what? I can't comprehend that. I wish I can like go to Mexico and like implant some of my fro hair. Like it might look weird, but you can
on top of my head.
you can slap a relaxer on that bad boy and make it slick. I mean,
I never knew.
yeah.
I never knew so many things before I met you.
Exactly. Like I'm always talking about my hair and stuff, and like what we eat.
It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. Let's move on from embracing different cultures to board gaming, which is what we're here for. So let's discuss the game that we've played it before, but we haven't discussed it. And, in this time of quarantines, what?
I was just going to say, you act so like I won't play your board games with you, but I will. I know you can't go play with Jerry a lot, but during quarantine, depending when I'm doing my hair, I will play with you.
If I can squeeze some time between the hours of your hair care.
You can. I'll play with you. I've just been busy because I've been helping my sister. By the way, my sister had a baby. So I've been helping her.
Yeah, so Sharde's been busy. But so I broke out Azul again. Me and Jerry have discussed Azul on the podcast.
I liked Azul.
Well, you got a real high pitch.
Sorry, I'm usually not a. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad because it's a game that you and Gina both like playing. So you were gone for the first game. So you were gone, and me and Gina were home, and she
I tow y'all low.
Well, no, okay,
Sorry.
whatever. We'll get to that here in a second.
We're slowly getting into it.
But while you were gone, me and Gina were like, "Well, you want to do something?" And she's like, "I'll play a game with you if you want to play a game." I said, "Okay." So Ticket to Ride. So Gina does not like playing my heavy Euro game. She does not want to play anything that's too difficult, and because she wants to relax. And so to her, relaxing is Ticket to Ride, Azul. She doesn't mind like some of the social deduction games that we play, but those require a bunch of people. We can't be around a bunch of people. So I said, okay, we have Ticket to Ride, Azul, and before I could name much of anything else, she said, Azul's good, let's play Azul. We haven't played that in a while. And we haven't. It's been like a year since we played Azul.
It's been a while, yeah.
So we broke out Azul. Took just a few minutes to relearn the rules. There's not a whole lot to relearn. And we started playing. It's good. And so then Sharde showed up for the second game. And we started playing again. Did you remember how to play it when you first showed up?
When we first showed up, I just needed a recap. And whenever you were recapping it, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember how to do this now. Only thing I had to recap and remember was putting the little dice. What do you call them? Not dice, squares. When filling the tiles,
or whatever they're called.
You can't move them across to their designated spot until it's filled full. Like I couldn't remember that part.
Right, yeah.
Or I forgot how to do the scoring until you showed me like by the adjacent tiles.
Orthogonally adjacent.
Yes, and that was the only thing I didn't remember.
A term mostly only board gamers know. Because it means directly above, below, left,
Say it
or right.
again. Say the term again.
Orthogonally adjacent.
I've never heard that in my
Nor
entire
should
life.
you. It's just a gamer term that most people know. Because
What
it means I don't. It means if it's diagonal, it doesn't score, but it has to be directly above, below, left, or right of where I'm at.
Okay, and that's not adjacent.
Orthogonally adjacent.
Oh, okay, that's the full word. Okay.
So whenever on Azul, everybody knows how to play Azul. It's like
it's a very simple game.
And now they've moved on to I think there's 3 or 4 different types and blah blah blah.
Like
and
expansions or something?
No, like new versions of it.
Oh.
And some of them are better. Like more gamey.
Why don't you get those then? Because you broke?
No. I like Azul, but it's not.
It's not worth buying the new version.
No, it's just not. I like Azul because I'll just say I like Azul because you and Gina will play it with me.
So Jerry won't play with you?
Not really.
What?
It's abstract.
It looks really cool. Like it's really pretty. And I don't know. I just like how it looks. It's like a quilt.
It's a very pleasant game, but it's not a style of game me and Jerry prefer to play. No.
Okay, so I remember we
prefer heavier Euro style games.
I hate when you say that.
Why do you?
Because you guys act like you can't. When you say heavier.
Hey! The name of the podcast is Board Games.
Okay. I understand that, but I have caught you guys playing Like
That's
the most
fine.
simplest games.
Exactly. We will play anything a couple times, but we have a preference, and our preference
that's
is
fine.
heavier euros.
And that's an actual term in the board game world.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, shut me up. Okay. Well,
With pleasure.
I don't mind playing some heavy games. I just don't like playing for 5 to 6, 10 hours. Like, you know me. I get where I need to go do something else. Like, I can't sit down.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. Ground. I need to go put my feet in the earth.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Hey, grounding.
Unless
it's good for you. Electricity in your body.
Stop. Please stop.
It's not voodoo, I swear.
You're going to push them all away with your weird grounding effects.
Whatever. You ground too.
But yeah, but I enjoy Azul. I do. And I'm glad that y'all played with me. We played The Crew a few weeks ago. We need to get back to that.
We need to play a new game. Like, teach me a new game.
I want to show you the one that is before you. On the table, right here in front of you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wingspan.
Oh, these birds.
These are the eggs of the birds.
They look like Easter eggs.
These are the food the birds eat in this little thing, and you look at how I roll them out.
I think
So you got rats, you got worms, you got fish, you got
3D
like wheat or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very smooth game, and I think that you and Gina could.
I feel like
grasp it and enjoy it within a matter of minutes.
I mean, without like knowing how to play this game, I like the pieces of the game and the art.
That's what sells the game,
which is kind of cool.
This game is very amazing.
Look at this birdhouse. That's a birdhouse. That's pretty cool.
It's amazingly produced.
Yeah, like that birdhouse, like sells me. Like you can just use your little dice thing. You know that little dice thing you have?
Mm-hmm.
What's that called? A dice roller?
The little box?
The box you use to roll dice in. What is that called? Like a dice roller? Does it have a name?
The thing right there to your left?
Oh, yeah. What is this called?
Dice tray?
A dice tray.
Yeah.
So I would much rather roll my dice in the birdhouse than the dice tray.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's a dice tower, basically.
I know. So like something about this
that.
appeals me to this game.
Okay. And you like these eggs?
In the eggs. They look like...
eggs are very nice.
They kind of look like candy.
And if you could pick up the rule book right there beside you, notice the texture.
Oh, see, I'm a paper person.
Look at that texture.
It feels super
it's
quality.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's why this game is like one of the greatest games, best-selling.
Is it really?
It's won awards.
So your board game fans have played this as well?
Oh, yes. Almost everybody's played this game.
Wow.
I will admit, when me and Jerry first played this at BGG, there were things about it I did not like. It kind of just didn't sell me. But it has won award after award after award after award after award. And I was like, well, maybe I just... And it's still, like, for what it is, now that I've purchased it, I've played it solo many times now, I have come to appreciate this game.
So this game won an award?
It's won all the awards.
Like, wait, there's a board game assembly or something?
There's many
or not a board game assembly, but like a award show?
Yes.
What? I'm shook.
There's many.
I did not know that.
There's the Golden Geek, which it pretty much swept in every category. There's the Spiel des Jahres, which is probably the oldest and the weightier of the bunch. It's like the Oscars of board games. It won. It won that one.
This is serious.
It's won nearly every award you can think of.
Wingspan.
And because I was like, I'm
gonna have to play this game.
There were things about it I don't like. I don't like rules in games where a person, like I remember Bubba had this card, this bird, that whenever people did something, like everybody gets a worm. So it like stops the game. He's like, okay, everybody gets a worm because I did this action. So then you do that.
Weird.
There are things about it I don't like, but I can't argue that it is an excellent game. As a solo game, it's great, and I want to play it with you and Gina and see what y'all think.
So you can play this as a solo game?
I've been playing it by myself for a while now. That's why I bought it.
I just thought it was just set up.
No, I bought it for quarantine purposes because I can play it solo.
You know what I think?
It won Best Solo Golden Geek.
Oh, okay. I think
Me?
Gabriel Braga.
Mm-hmm.
I think you and Jerry should create a game.
Jerry wants to. I have no desire. I have no imagination. I don't know what
You
to do.
don't have an imagination. That's bull crap.
What am I going to do? What am I going to create?
You just have to get a piece of paper and start coming up with ideas. I think it'd be...
okay,
you don't think you have ideas?
Crap down?
You don't think you have ideas?
What am I going to write down?
I don't know. Think of something. You can make something work. I don't know.
Start making my grocery list.
You can make a film board game type thing.
I would like a movie related board game. There's the game by Gil Hova, which is The Networks. It's a TV related card game. Excellent game.
See, maybe
That's
idea
a
has
good
already
idea,
been
like
taken.
a movie related game. That's what
I mean,
we
you
need.
like TV,
You know what?
movies.
You're onto something.
See, I am so amazing. I know.
Okay.
God.
All right.
Let me
Okay,
pat
then.
myself on the back.
Yeah, don't break your arm doing
God.
that. Well, so you like Azul.
Yeah.
Just
I
to wrap
liked
this
it.
up.
Yeah, no, Azul.
You destroyed us at it, but
okay,
whatever. Nobody
honestly,
cares.
I didn't.
You didn't even know what you were doing.
No, Foss. I knew what I was doing. I knew the technique I was doing, and I was looking at you and Gina's board, and I felt like y'all were doing the same technique, and I didn't understand why y'all were doing that. Like that didn't seem.
You
like
got a lot of the
super
bonuses.
accurate
Like you got
for
the
me.
vertical bonus, the horizontal. The horizontal is only +2, but the vertical bonus is +7. You got the all of one type, which was +10.
Well,
that really put you over the edge because neither me nor Gina did that.
well, you kept telling me how to do this or do that, and I'm like, okay. And I was wanting you not to tell me.
I'm a better teacher than a player.
I think you can be a good teacher.
I'm amazing.
Sometimes it's very difficult for me to follow you. Sometimes, mostly because I'm like a person that has to play it to understand it. Sometimes, like when you're just talking and telling me, and I'm just like, oh no, I can't. I don't know. I forgot that step already. So it's like I don't remember anything. But once we get to playing it, I start to grasp the game better.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. I'm hands on like that. So I said I'm hands on like that. So
yeah. Well,
anyways,
I kind of am too. That's why I like. Even when I'm learning a game, I like to put it on a video of like watch it played or something, and then like have the game set up and like be playing it as I'm watching it. Like, oh yeah, this, and this moves that way. I can't learn it. I have a hard time. Jerry can just like read a rule book, know the game. I can't do that.
I can't either.
I have to like have it set up. Me to like do a playthrough myself.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, I understand how this works.
He has a better comprehension, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, nobody cares about Jerry.
Super smart, big deal. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode of Mini Process. And we'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Later, dudes.